name is Antwan. Last name Castoe. Now that we've begun, welcome to the show. Come listen to us, topics we discuss. We think we are smart, but we couldn't prove it. And we bullshit too, and then when we're through, we all act like maybe we were funny. His name is Antwan. Castoe.
Another castle. What? And we gotta find ourselves, find that bastard Bowser. What? And do a little whomping. What? A little stomping. What? A little Koopa tromping. What? And that's what the bottom line, because Stone Toad says so.
Yeah. Damn.
That's it.
Yeah, no. This is a very special episode of Castoe Show. First off, happy birthday, McKellen Souls.
What? Is
Yeah.
that what that is? Is that what's happening today?
Yes, happy birthday. Yeah.
How'd you find out about this?
And another year of his life.
Wasted.
So, yeah, Antwan, put up a big happy birthday logo for our boy.
I got you.
Yeah, 45 years old.
Would you
Look at day over 30.
And now I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Now I'm doing this with my life.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But you know why this is also a special weekend, Nicholas?
Oh, we're looking at each other eye to eye?
Because we are looking at each other eye to eye.
I know. Could you believe it?
I cannot, but here we are anyway. This is a weekend that we've been planning for a little bit.
Oh, yes.
For it started off as a, hey, when's wrestling happening near you?
Yeah, it literally did. It was kind of goofy because it happened moments after we finished recording. It's like, hey, how you doing?
Where's the wrestling near you?
Yeah, you want to go see a SmackDown?
And it was like, well, there's an NXT in Chicago, and we were both like, bah, NXT.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Well, what do we know about NXT?
I'm as bricked as the next guy watching NXT, but
let's not talk about all the ladies in NXT. We don't have time to get into the. But
my brother, yeah, I don't want to go into a small arena and be with a bunch of horn dog men. I want to watch a good show.
Yeah. So it turned out there was a SmackDown in Milwaukee, and Milwaukee, not that far at all. So
yeah, no, it felt like an hour and a half drive.
It was about a
Naperville,
2-hour
Chicago.
drive.
A 2-hour drive from Naperville? That's
yeah,
pretty
about
good.
2 hours. About 2 hours. And so oh my god. So here's the thing. I picked you up Friday morning. Let's talk about this for a second. I picked you up Friday morning at 5:03 a.m. Now, a lot of people would say it's a little early in the morning to be flying into an airport.
Obviously, you're no blue-collar worker.
Especially when you got the whole day planned out of, hey, we got stuff to do. We got stuff to do today.
Obviously, you never made an omelet.
Obviously, I've never made some eggs. So I picked you up at 5:03. We drove home, and immediately both of us were like 2.5
Sleep?
hours.
You can go for sleep?
Yeah, 2.5. I can go for some sleep. 2.5 hour nap.
Yeah.
And then we woke up and we did the rest of the
I was
day.
Big Spoon, Mac was Little Spoon. It was great.
We shared a bed.
Yeah.
It was the only bed available. We got up. We made a sign. Nick, would you like to send that picture of the sign we made to Antwan real quick?
Hey, I love being delegated.
I would love to see it. I would love to see it.
Because it's us. We're big fans of wrestling. We're also big fans of racy humor. Maybe a little on the edge. Edgy humor, I think is how the kids would say.
All in good fun.
All in good fun. Because we like people. We love people from the bottom of our hearts. What we did was we made a sign about one of our favorite wrestlers on SmackDown, who
for some reason has been tied to the hip with the Afro community,
the Afro Latino community.
Yeah.
So one of our favorite wrestlers, Raheem Rhodes,
one of my favorite,
and we made a sign to celebrate him.
Yeah, there you go. I just put it in the chat, Antwan. Why don't you throw that little picture of Mac with the sign up real quick?
Is it in the chat?
It should be in the business.
It should be in the business. But I'm looking at the chat.
It's not loading in the business.
It's not loading. It's not loading in the business. I'm looking at a picture of you and me
I
smiling.
had one of those little network errors.
Oh my god!
A moment.
But so we made this sign with and we put a normal half of the sign on the back. We put a yeah on the. Oh, look at me! If this doesn't if that particular picture just doesn't scream thrown out of the stadium, I don't know what does. Because you can see I got my Jesus Club hat on. I got my hunting vest on. I got the Hawaiian shirt. I got shorts. I'm wearing my Docs. And I got the Raheem Rhodes sign. I should have been thrown out of the stadium in an instant.
Okay.
Nick would have been allowed to go to the show. But me...
No. Antwan, I really want you to think. What do you think the demographic of Milwaukee, Wisconsin is?
I don't know. You tell me.
I think it's pretty damn white, you know?
It has a reputation.
I mean, it flipped totally red. So,
It had a reputation.
yeah, one can make assumptions, but one must also remember, for as close as we are to Wisconsin, O Block is slightly closer.
So, as we get, because we do a lot before we get to the arena, right? We drive up through Wisconsin.
Had ourselves a burger.
We had ourselves a burger at a place called Cops. Which, hey, listen, if you're local and you know Cops, God bless you. If you're not local and you're ever near Milwaukee, go to Cops. Fantastic burger,
dude. You have I was taken aback by the quality of that burger.
It was fucking
big.
It was an absurdly big and good burger.
I've eaten on plates smaller than that burger.
We should have taken pictures, honestly, because it's hard to like describe. Of like, no, it's the size of
it was like the circumference of 3 teacups.
You know, like
put together.
You know those bird-eating tarantulas they talk about, like bigger than that.
Amelia Earhart.
That's how she went out.
Yeah, the big ass crabs that ripped her asunder
because she was a bird. That's why the tarantulas
smithereens.
To smithereens, even. And we also stopped by a place called Mars Cheese Castle, which is in Kenosha.
Oh yeah!
Shout out to Kenosha. Love to hear from you,
Kyle.
Hey, Kyle,
the Kenosha kid.
Bam,
bam.
So Mars Cheese Castle, Wisconsin's known for their cheese curds. So we picked up a package of cheese curds.
Could you believe that? Yeah, it's like cheese flavored rubber.
Would you believe? And listen, hey, we love it.
Yeah, you can pop a couple of those bad boys. Feel real good.
We had Spotted Cow, which is a New Glarus beer. We gave Nick the Wisconsin experience.
Bears. No,
Wisconsin. And then we got to the arena and we got our sign out of the back of my car. Cody Raheem Rhodes at the Castoe show. See, we love to advertise, even as we're
a little bit. Mostly shame.
But
we advertised. Yeah, the other side of the sign was totally harmless. It said "yeah," and we had our little plug on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
That was fine. Didn't mind that one bit.
We have our LA Knight part of the sign, and we had the Cody Raheem Rhodes part of the sign.
Yeah, but let me paint a picture for you really quick. At the Pfizer that is forum, I don't know how to pronounce the Pfizer forum in Milwaukee. It's staffed completely by minorities. You could fill in the blank of what kind of minorities those are, but I assumed they wouldn't be that excited to see us.
We got out of the car, and Nick goes, "There can't be that many black people in Milwaukee." And literally, like the second he says that, a car pulls up and a family gets out, entirely of African Americans. 2 African American males going to the show, walk down out of the way. Another car pulls up full of family.
You could say black.
And Nick turns around and goes, Mac, like
they're everywhere. They're crawling. I said they're spawning in front of us just to spite.
Just to prove Nick wrong. And then I was like, hey, let's take a picture. That was right before we took a picture of this sign, because I'm like, this would be a funny time to take a picture of this sign. Let's take a picture of the sign. So we did. And then we walked closer to the arena, and there was a lot of people, demographic, all ages and sizes, and people of all kinds,
creeds and colors and shapes and sizes.
We walk in. There's a metal detector, a security guard.
Crap.
Take all your stuff out of your pockets, all your metal stuff. Okay.
Sphincters tightened.
Do that.
Could crush a diamond. They could
do that. Hey, let me look at that sign real quick. And Nick very smartly shows him the yeah part of the sign first, and then he goes, "Turn it over."
Oh,
and Nick.
Oh man.
And Nick turns it over and. It's hard to describe verbally. He
was a light skin. The look, he was like Drake.
Yeah, but it's hard to describe verbally the look he gave you of like.
Oh, I could describe it actually pretty good. There's a meme of a basketball player just like putting his hands on his hips and kind
of just like disappointment,
exasperation.
Yeah,
just a big one.
And it was
just
like all right, like he waved us through.
Like for some reason, I was the 5th. Like this is the. I've seen so many Pan African memes today.
Yeah.
Unoriginal.
Okay,
go on through.
Go on through. And then we scanned our tickets and we were in, baby. We were in. We didn't lose the sign. We didn't lose anything.
No, there was actually a Yakubian who stopped us on the escalators and he's like, "Hey, what's on that sign?"
Sure.
And I was so happy to show a white guy that because I thought he was going to find it hilarious. And he did.
Yeah. He was like, "Oh, you should have put that picture of Cody Rhodes and Martin Luther King." And we were like, you're right. You're right.
Pull up that picture of Cody Rhodes with MLK, please.
Please. I don't know if it's going to come up in a quick Google search.
Antwan, find that picture of Cody Rhodes on the bus with Rosa Parks.
That would be easy to find.
Famous civil rights leader, Cody Rhodes.
Famous civil rights activist, Cody Raheem Rhodes. And so
the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
We got there fairly early, and Nick got us another beer. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think we had quite a few beers.
What do you think about this?
Yeah, that'll work.
Hey, that'll work. That's it, baby.
That'll work, Antwan.
Yeah, baby. That's what I've been waiting for.
Adrenaline in his soul.
Melanin in his soul.
Icon Cody Rhodes. So we sat down. The show was supposed to start at 6:45. And what does that mean? Well, it means they film SmackDown from 7 to 10. And they have a couple of what they call dark matches before and after. Now, I know what you're thinking. No. It just means they're not shown on TV. That's all the dark matches mean.
They're matches of color.
They're matches of, we don't show them in the light.
What?
So, like, okay, we had like
apartheid matches.
We had a family sat next to us on the right. We had like a whole Hispanic lineage sat in front of us, which that was fun.
We love wrestling.
We can talk about that once we get to like the LA Knight match because yeah.
There was a little girl just screaming her lungs out.
There was like a sophomore or a junior in high school.
Okay, that's a little
I'm not
with the eyes.
No, I'm just saying like if I
scanning.
No, if I had to give like
minor identified cannot be attracted.
Well, it's just like you said she's a little girl, and I'm like that's not correct because people are going to think that she's of a certain age.
A young lady.
She was like a teenager. And she's getting super excited for all of these matches. She was like, LA Knight came out and like LA Knight was losing. And she's like, no, he can't lose.
I remember that because I was freaking out too when LA Knight took off his shirt and then she like did one of these little pump fakes with her hand as if to like touch him.
Yeah,
I was like, and she jumped up and down, and I'm like,
she was geeking.
Yes,
for LA
sister.
Dude,
me three.
Roman Reigns and his goons fought Solo Sikoa and his goons for a while, and she had a fairly similar reaction of like how excited she was.
It was pretty cool. Cool. I recorded us. There's going to be a video coming out eventually.
Oh, there's a couple videos coming out of
live action Castoe in the works. You'll see what we got pretty soon.
That's dangerous.
But, I recorded us and I was like, hey, there are a bunch of Hawaiians getting it on in the ring. And then I did a repeat of that video where it's like, oh, I'm sorry, there's one white guy, Sami Zayn.
Yeah, there it
is. They keep him around for
he's
protection
Canadian?
in case they all get pulled over.
Yeah.
Hey, Sammy, you want to deal with this
guy there?
Oh, how you doing, bud?
And also, there was a guy next to us, sitting on my left,
hater,
who was in a stadium full of LA Knight love. He was the sole LA Knight hater.
Punk.
But here's the thing. He laughed at Nick's jokes. It's just so when LA Knight did his whole thing that we all know and love.
Yeah.
Fans of the Castoe show. Antwan knows. We love LA Knight. He did his whole thing of everybody saying LA Knight. Yeah. And when he said every so often the guy would go, no. No. I laughed because I thought that was funny. And then he like did like a little turn. It's like, I just don't like him. I want him out of here. And I'm like, that's okay, man. But I didn't say the next part, but it's like, but just know, I'm gonna be yelling the loudest one here.
I want to know, like, if LA Knight doesn't rock his socks, who does?
He didn't applaud any matches. He didn't stand up for any wrestlers. He didn't seem like he was excited to be there at all at any point in the evening. He was just there.
Go watch Impact.
He was just there.
Yeah.
Like, and so it's like, I don't know, man. I'm not saying you have to be a diehard, yelling.
He was there with another man his age.
But
remember
just,
that?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
and he was texting
I'm bringing
like his
my remedial son to go watch his favorite SmackDown.
He was texting like his ex-wife like during the time. I was reading his text messages because I was a nosy bitch.
Mac loves him.
You need to pick
peeping over shoulders. He does.
Like it was shit like that. But yeah, it was fun.
I had a great time.
I had a fantastic.
I was 1, 2. What? Just 3 beers? We only had 3 beers.
Yeah, we only had 3 beers that whole evening because I wanted to drive home.
Yeah, no, that was I say three beers is
lightweight.
The thinking man.
What type of beer?
It was very light beer, Antwan. It was
beer of the North.
There 2 of them were New Glarus beer, which is a brand of beer that's made in Wisconsin and sold exclusively in Wisconsin. a spotted cow. Which, if you ever come back here, Antwan, we'll give you some spotted cow. It's a very nice beer, very lovely. I feel like
beer. Antwan would do so well in Milwaukee.
Oh, Antwan fits right into Milwaukee. Antwan's basically the Bronze Fonz.
Actually,
if we were to take him here and he would do the pose, it'd be like people would be like, "Oh, who do I shoot?" You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. What we got to do is paint him. Head to toe.
Oh yeah. I'm into this.
Have him stand right next to the Fonz. People will wonder who's who.
Which one? Which one's Henry Winkler?
Well, obvious the guy with the bigger schnoz.
Obviously, yeah.
Actually, Antwan, put up a picture of your nose.
I don't think Antwan's gonna do that.
Absolutely not.
Just the nose, Antwan.
For free? For free? No.
Nose pics?
Okay, on our Patreon, we'll have nose pics of Antwan. If that's your thing, if small nostrils are up your alley.
Which small nostrils? I'm into boys with small nostrils.
Oh, yeah.
You see them skinny boys walking around with them tiny nostrils.
Antwan, obviously of northern Italian descent, has the very long, thin schnoz. It's meant to warm up air as it comes to your brain. Versus a flat nose.
Hold on. Yeah, this is very important. But Antwan, at the end of the LA Knight match, this is very important to me personally. At the end of the LA Knight match, LA Knight's doing his big old celebration. A man in a dark coat enters the ring. And I can't see his face. We can't see his face. And we go, who is this? Who is this mysterious man? And he gives LA Knight like a super kick, and you see on the big, double Titantron they have, it's Shinsuke Nakamura. He's back, baby. He's back from injury. Whoa! He has shittier music.
It took me a second to get who he was, but like Mac picked it up almost immediately.
Yeah, I know that straggly hair, and I know that snaggle. I know that snaggle too, motherfucker.
We already understand. We already went over this. Mac has this autismo thing of remembrance to him. We just
we were sitting we're close, close enough to see.
We were the way the stadium wasn't set up. Even if you were sitting all the way in the back, you weren't like super far away from the ring.
Stadium of the people.
It was the stadium of the people. And me and Nick, we weren't in the nosebleeds, but we weren't like very close. We were like in the middle. We were in the middle, but it was like
centrist.
Yeah, I see him and I'm like, oh my god, it's just gonna hurt.
Yo, all my opinions are very lukewarm, or I just don't have them at all.
Oh, it seems like you've never seen a centrist before. That one picture of the Flash with the huge fucking brain.
Antwan, can we put up a picture of J-Reg on the screen, please?
Put up a picture of
the radical centrist J-Reg.
But yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura's back, baby, and that's what's important to me.
It was really cool. Yeah. I was like, oh, whoa, look, he's Japanese. And then they just cut to Roman Reigns.
And then he just walked on TV, it's like, oh my god, Shinsuke Nakamura's back. And he's feuding with Ellen, all this shit. They're doing something. But in the arena, all you have is the wrestlers and the crowd. And very rarely does the announcer do
You do not hear Michael Cole.
You do not hear Michael Cole or Corey Graves being like, Liv Morgan's watching his chicken tendy intake. You don't get commentary.
Oh, man. Wait a minute. That evening was a little bit of a blur. But we saw Liv, right?
No. So at the last match,
they were in the back.
So no, we didn't even see most of the Judgment Day until the end.
Yeah.
But the part that I thought it was Liv Morgan until I was like, oh no, that's another blonde wrestler, was Naomi and Nia Jax. And a girl comes running out of the back in black and blonde hair, and I'm like, oh, that's Liv Morgan? It's like, oh no, that's Tiffany Stratton.
Not for a single moment did I think that was Liv, because it's like, no. Tiffy moves like that.
It's Tiffy time.
Oh, I could just...
Antwan, pull up a picture of Tiffany Stratton.
Okay, take it easy.
So pull up the best picture of Tiffany Stratton you can find.
Okay, man.
I want her on the
thumbnail. The not for kids button, but now we're gonna have to.
I'm gonna put Tiffany Stratton on the thumbnail.
Oh, for real?
I'm gonna do something. Whenever this comes out, something's gonna happen.
I have to be careful what I choose.
Put the best picture you can find, Antwan. And then Bayley came out, and then Candice LeRae, and then whatever. Both Nia Jax is the champion, and no one fucking cares. Everyone.
I don't think anybody is, or even as a heel. Congrats, at least people hate you.
Oh yeah, unrelated.
Hold on, let me actually open.
She's got a pink Money in the Bank briefcase because she's a Barbie. That's her whole thing.
Well, no, it's because she's a WW, diva. They don't call them divas anymore. She's just a woman.
But
And
she's
the woman Money in the Bank is pink.
Money.
Yeah. Yeah, so, dang, we had a fantastic time at SmackDown. Got to soak in a little, weird thing about Wisconsin. Tons of churches.
Tons of churches.
Like, actually drowning in churches. When we were driving
of all different
into
denominations.
The city, looking left, looking right on the highway, you could spot like 5 churches at a time. No matter where you're looking, it's like, oh my gosh. And they're all kind of pretty.
Yeah, that was the logo. Well, I think that's just the SmackDown logo, but like that was
Roach.
It was very.
That's everyone in it, right?
Yeah. Solo Sikoa was there. Oh yeah, there was the thing that happened where Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair got jumped by Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez.
In the back.
We did see them in the back. Yeah. And that was just they put on the screen for a second, and then they cut back to the match, and everyone was like, "What the fuck?
Boo!
What the fuck's happening?"
Yeah, okay. If it's between Liv Morgan anything and a live match with Nia Jax, I'd rather watch the TV.
That's correct.
And listen,
Antwan, look up that gif of Liv Morgan spinning around in those short shorts. Thank you. That's Nick's having a visible reaction on the couch.
Yeah,
he's doing like that Vince McMahon gif. I'm just
falling over on his chair.
I don't know. There's I really enjoyed the live show, but there was a couple of moments where I was like, they over clarified things that did not to be clarified at all, and then they like that one thing with Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, and then it was just like, that's important, supposedly according to the story.
I mean, look, you don't have Michael Cole telling you what's happening.
No, you don't.
So especially for live performances, you have no cuts, you have no nothing. They're really gonna beat you over the head with it because it's like, there are a lot of kids there. They do not understand the subtle nuances of live theater.
Live theater.
Yeah, well, which I'm willing to concede it is. But we're adult men.
Well, even when it's like, I understand there's kids in the audience, but like when they did the Roman Reigns OTC versus the Solo Sikoa tribe, like brawl, like 5v4 brawl in the arena, Big Bronson Reed tsunami'd a guy, and then the entire back came out to stop him from doing that again, because last time he did that, Seth Rollins like broke his fucking leg. Like when they do that, and then they like send him the back, they run a couple commercials, and they're like, last time on Raw, and they replayed the highlights of that fight. Yeah. It's like, bruh, we were just here. That was the last thing that happened. Come on, like, dude.
I guess for people who don't follow week to week and just decide to go watch a show, they get some context. It's like, oh, this guy does that a lot.
Yeah, but they also did like that replay at the beginning of like that one lady who I don't remember her name because I'd never seen her before. And she was like, "Hi, I'm blank with WWE," and everyone went, "Who? Who?" And she explained like the story of like, "Hey, Randy Orton, Kevin."
Oh, she was actually, I think she was just like one of the like quote unquote reporters.
Yeah, I believe that. But it's just, again, I'd never seen her.
Neither have I.
But like that's where you put that in at the beginning of the show. You don't do that. Hey,
last time
on
WWE Friday Night SmackDown.
Seth Rollins, my God, he wasn't Mr. Sir not appearing this.
Can you believe his real name is Guillermo Lopez?
I can believe that, except it's not. It's Colby Lopez, but
Colby Jack
Cheese. Colby Jack Lopez is what they used to call
one of these half Mexicans, as we said.
I see.
Yeah, see.
And he's married to.
What else is a room?
There's her book right there, Becky Lynch, the man.
The what?
He's married to Becky Lynch, the man, which I'm pointing to her book, which is right above my Bible.
Oh, that's cool. The only book I see, Mac has a copy of Uzumaki.
I do.
Which, that's that Japanese hentai, right?
It's that Japanese show that was apparently good for 2 episodes because and this is true. So the first episode was apparently very well animated. The second one, noticeable dip in quality. And everyone was like, what the hell? And the main guy on the show was like, I can name names as to why this is bad. But legally, if I do, I'm in trouble.
This one's correct.
Yeah, look at that. That was first episode, baby. Don't that look good?
Yeah, the Japanese will dang it. Them and their corporate loyalism.
Well, I think people are not, they're not for sure, but they're thinking it's the guy who's in charge of Warner Brothers because he is.
Antwan, pull up a Warner Brother t-shirt.
If you see a cop, Warner Brother. He's distinctly like against animation. He's the guy who deleted like all the Cartoon Network stuff from like HBO Max and whatnot.
Asshole.
Asshole. Oh, that's a funny thing that happened. So Antwan, Cody Rhodes, we didn't get to see him wrestle, but he was the first guy out because he wanted to talk about the Kevin Owens situation. Kevin Owens fucked up Randy Orton. And
Kevin
Cody
Owens,
Rhodes,
if you don't know him, he's a fat bum who steals wrestling moves.
I like Kevin Owens, no matter what Nick says.
All right.
So there's he's like, Kevin Owens, I know you're in the back, get out here now. And Kevin Owens doesn't come out. Nick Aldis, the general manager at SmackDown, comes out. And he goes like, Cody, I know you're upset, but Kevin Owens, after what he did last week, he can't be here this week. We're under all doing all this stuff, and Cody Rhodes is like, you want me to do my job and all this stuff, and Kevin Owens gets to do that, and I'm the one who's an ass. Stop you right there, Cody. And the entire stadium just starts going, asshole, asshole. It's beautiful. That's the beauty of live wrestling. Is that maybe the guys on stage can't say it.
But buddy, you can't stop me.
But we're free to do whatever we want.
Ain't no stopping me. No. Yep.
Every time LA Knight almost got pinned, Nick did a nada, and I thought that was good.
Yeah. Nothing but hey, get out there. Just go to live events.
Be weird in public, please.
Yeah. Wear Jesus hats. Make slightly racy signs. Go nuts.
Mix fabrics. Have fun.
Mix fabrics.
Yeah.
Oh, good heavens.
Oh, no.
Ew. I'm positively insane.
Oh, no.
No, I'm a fan of mixing textures. I like when textures are different on clothes.
You go to rough to smooth to prickly.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you got some like corduroy. Corduroys are a lovely texture, right? You mix corduroy with like some denim, something a little bit smoother.
And then you mix it with some nylon,
flannel, even
flannel.
Go nuts. Ooh, taste of the Midwest.
We love a good flannel here in the Midwest.
Duck canvas. Huh?
You
feeling me?
So yeah, this weekend, lot of wrestling, and then yesterday was basically just go nuts kind of day.
Oh yeah, no, we wandered around Chicago. Lovely town that is.
Now let's not to I'm not raking you over the coals for anything.
If you look at Mac right now, he's doing like a very questionable...
my hand was turned to its side, and Nick right now is hailing Hitler.
I'm not. Mac is.
No.
Let the record show. Stenographer Antwan, write down.
Now, Mr. Antwan,
white nationalist Mac.
You can see my hand was turned to its side, so I could gesture to my companion. This is a visual comedy that's funny to me and Nick, and no one else.
Okay,
I
want everybody to close their eyes. Everybody go on a little journey with me right now. Close your eyes and imagine Mac doing a Roman salute.
It's funny in two ways because it's Pompeii.
Close your eyes.
It's Pompeii, and also you're doing the whatever.
There you go.
You kidder.
Yeah, but Chicago, also a fine town. We were only assailed by a homeless man once.
Which I have met this man before.
A repeat offender.
He hangs out in Metro Union with a bike.
Metro Boomin'.
And Metro Boom make you boom. and he waits for anybody, to walk by, and he goes, "Hey, excuse me, can I have a minute of your time?" And you, as a normal, nice person, will usually go, "Yeah, sure, you can have a moment of my time. My time is a valuable thing, but you may have a moment of it, sir." And he goes, "Because all these people around here have been giving me the same bullshit." And I'm like, I remember.
Motherfuckers can't give me a time of day.
I remember this man. He did the same thing to me, where he's like, last time it was, I'm trying to get on a bus to Miami, and I'm a Army veteran, and I'm on bad times. And when you're on bad times, man, I hope that you have people take care of you the way
that's hard times.
That's hard time, Daddy. The way people aren't taking care of me right now. And last time I felt a little bad. But this time I was like, wait a minute. I remember you. And this time the story was different. This time it's like, I'm staying here and I got to get some money to get into a cab to go to my apartment. And I'm $10 or $15 short and no taxi cab is stopping for me. And I'm like, I have no cash on me right now, sir.
Well, the funniest part of that bit was that he gave his half a speech to Mac, and then Mac absolutely, schwapped him with I don't have cash.
Because I don't. I really didn't. I was like, I have no cash on me right now, sir.
And then he just, I'm not talking to you. You! And he pointed right at my face.
And he made one of his famous turns.
Yeah,
and he turned
absolutely transitioned so smoothly to me. And he's like, the way these motherfuckers treat me right now. And honestly, I don't think I've ever listened to a man talk so much and say nothing.
Yeah. Yes.
He didn't even convey I'm in distress.
No.
He was just kind of
Motherfucker had a bike. And he was like, I want money to go to my apartment. It wasn't cold outside.
Let's give an assumption. Where did you get that bike? How'd you get that bike, huh?
WKUK's Black Doctor skit. So where do you get the bike?
Let's just say he came upon it. He what upon it?
Well, just like last time, it was like if you wanted to get on a train to go to Miami, that's more understandable in my mind. He apparently lived in the city. And he was wanting to get a taxi cab. He had a bike.
That guy doesn't need to go to Miami.
Chicago has extensive bike lanes throughout the city.
You can bike to Miami.
Yes. Midnight bike to Georgia.
Wanna go midnight bike to Naples, Florida.
Superstar. But he
never go far.
What type of bike did he have?
He had like a 2-speed by the looks of it.
It looked thin and like kind of sturdy.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't want to say it was. It had almost like a racing kind of look to it.
He won't be. It wasn't like mountain biking. It was like meant for the street.
Like, what the hell are you doing?
It was meant for the street.
It was such a speedy little bike there, buddy.
But again, and so he says to Nick all this bullshit, and Nick goes, "I don't have any cash on me either, sir." And what did he say to you? He was like,
"That's exactly what you would say." That's what he wants you to say.
And then he walked away. It was like, okay. He's making me reconsider ever going to Metro Union again if that's the type of person who's just.
I just can't like if
he was there twice. He's there twice.
Like because that's what he is. He's a beggar, right?
Yes.
If you're begging, why be rude?
I don't know. Because whatever.
Like people don't like rude.
It makes people feel bad, but like
can't stand it.
No, I have after running into him twice now. I have no sympathy for that man. Maybe he has some problems but don't you whisper that to me.
Antwan, cut that up.
You say that into the mic.
I couldn't even say it or hear it. So
beautiful. Then I'll do it again.
He whispered to me a slur.
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't.
I didn't do that.
It was pretty much fun.
I have so much work to do today.
Why?
I don't know why.
We're giving you nothing but great content here.
Those winter tires piling up.
Yeah, how's those winter?
It's finally slowing down.
Praise God!
But it's gonna. But I know for a fact it's gonna hit hard during Christmas week. So
Christmas. Who the fuck cares about tires around Christmas?
What about Christmas? What about Christmas in SoCal? Makes people say winter tires. You're hard in the Christmas season there at that point.
It's usually people that are like, oh, okay. There's the people that are like, oh, okay. I have to get tires every start of the new year, so that way I can forget about it. We have the people that are like, oh, I have Christmas money or get some bonus pay and then go out and get tires, which is fine. And then you have the typical, do you think I can push it kind of people? But I mean,
that should be good, right?
And then,
bit or bald.
Yeah. Funny enough, I had a conversation with someone like that the other day. And
they're bald, says Antwan.
Antwan, pull up a picture of Will Smith's wife, please.
Yeah, there you go. Jada Smith. Or Jada Pinkett.
Funny enough, the person I was talking to was of
Alopecian descent. I don't want. What was the pause? You should have paused there. I gave my brain time to think of the words Alopecian descent.
I'm more shocked by the word that you use.
Alopecia. That's baldness, right?
Yeah, you just made it sound like it was a race.
Yeah, that was the joke. Alopecia.
Yes. This joke explanation is brought to you by Casey's Pizza, also a gas station.
Oh my god, we're gonna get Casey's Pizza before we drop Nick off at the airport today.
No, but the person I was talking to was an Armenian, and if you've ever spoken to an Armenian, they are very
never.
I'm sorry,
multiple times.
They're if you're not their brother, you are.
You say it like that?
You are
my Armenian brother.
Yeah, no, they quite literally treat you as if you don't exist.
You're goyim and you're less than nothing.
Yeah, they're very rude. So, and this guy was bald. He looked like he was in his 40s or whatever. And all of his tires were bald, right? They're about like two 30-seconds for people who have an understanding of tires, which is really bad. And it was basically the point where, like, if he was going to drive like further, he was going to show wire soon, which means his tires were going to pop.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
And he said to me, "No, it's okay. I'm all right. I see you next week." And then I knew for
It's
a fact
okay, bro. I have cousin who sell tire. I go to him instead of you.
That's
Exactly.
yeah, pretty much. And then
Precisely.
and then he ends up coming back in like a month, and I'm like, welcome back, and he's like, hello, and then he just like ignores me and then goes inside.
All right.
I don't deal with you.
Thank you,
I go
Serge.
deal with your boss.
Yeah, I mean pretty much.
Out of the Armenians I've spoken to, they are fairly kind people, but also I've spoken to Simi Valley Armenians. I know nothing about like Glendale.
I work with a couple of Armenians. They're
God
great.
forbid.
I just have the understanding of how they can act sometimes. So
Yeah. Of you were less than. Where are you from? Mediterranean? Sicilian?
I honestly feel like the younger generation is a lot more agreeable.
I agree.
I just think that's true of a lot of things across the board.
No, I almost make it a habit of making friends with old people. I just think they're great, right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying the attitude in general of like having that standoffish nature just doesn't exist. I think amongst a lot of people our generation, like there is a little bit of it, but I think there's a lot of like, oh no, I grew up along many different people, many different creeds, colors, whatever's.
I have lived a charmed life. There was a point in time when I lived with an Armenian family.
Oh.
And adjacent to them, I'll say. Like,
okay,
really friggin'
I thought you meant
close.
in their house, like something happened.
No, it was practically sharing a home with Armenians.
Okay.
Right? 2008 housing crisis. So I got along really well with like their son and all his like cousins and stuff. They're fun people. But just hearing it's like, the shit that the parents do, and seeing how they behave, and just kind of like, where did this elitism come from?
Right?
Where does
A little funky.
That's an actually interesting thought. Yeah, Armenian elitism.
It's a genuine thing.
Yeah.
And it's really funny too, because all the Armenians that I work with that are younger are like, "How you doing, bro? You doing great today?"
Yeah.
They could be really cool homies.
Yeah, no, they're awesome. The only thing I have to say is they don't shut up.
No,
I mean, they're wonderful people. They just don't know how to end a conversation. So you'll just be sitting there for 30 minutes about the same topic that you've already heard about.
I mean, you also have to put yourself in their shoes. Imagine the country of Armenia. Nothing happens ever except you're being attacked, right? So you don't have a job, obviously, right? You're just kind of over there fighting to survive. So, you could really just shoot the shit with the guy for 3 hours on end, and then, okay, I'm going to go eat a whole baguette and half a tomato. I'll see you later.
Spread out thin on the baguette. Thin. We got to make that half tomato last.
Some olive oil, some maybe like a cigarette. They smoke cigarettes, actually. That's the most nail on the head thing you could just say. It's like, yeah, big cigarette consumers. Yeah, but wow, that's about as much as I want to talk about them.
That's the end of the conversation.
Segue into something else.
We'll wrap it up with they do enjoy their cars very much.
Before you tap it.
With anything else.
Mercedes-Benz, bro. BMW, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Sports car, Maserati. I pay $3,000 a month, bro. $3,000. You know afford. I pay more insurance than your car worth, bro.
Well, that's why I'm laughing, because it's just like out of pocket. Yeah, there it is.
They love. Oh my god! At least one individual who I've met in my lifetime made sure to tell you how much he was paying for rent in his car a month.
Okay,
and I'm like, wow, tight.
Okay, like
good for you, dude. He said it like I was like putting his nutsack on the table. I'm like, cool, okay.
It's about as much as it deserves. It's just like okay.
Antwan, pull up that picture of Tyler the Creator saying, okay.
Oh, I love that. And there's so many memes with Tyler the Creator where it's just like, oh my god, can you let me do what I'm gonna do?
He likes boys.
I think he likes both men and women. There's a video of him sucking on that woman's titties. We don't have to pull that up for anything.
Hey, everybody could do that.
Yeah, you're right.
I just knew that he say he was wherever he was, doing grocery shopping in like a Whole Foods in a nice community somewhere. Just dropped to his knees when he saw online that Jasper got married to an Asian woman. Actually, no, not Jasper. What's his name?
Okay.
Fox.
Fox?
The dude who did Jesus is the One.
Fuck, there's a lot of things happening right now.
Jesus is the one. He looks exactly like Jasper. I'm pretty sure they fucked around before.
I don't know. I don't remember right off the top of my head. I don't remember every member of the Loiter Squad off the top of my head. Or even of Odd Future Wolfgang Kill Them All.
I want to counter for future reference every time that I remember that Mac isn't black.
Hey, listen. Odd.
Listen.
I pulled out the whole name of Odd Future Wolfgang Kill Them All. And you're like, yeah, I don't know if Mac's really in with the hip-hop community. Yeah, you're right.
I'd give you Brockhampton adjacent, is what I'd give you.
Okay.
Like you're right around that type of sphere of knowledge.
So I'm like what, Joba or Matt Champion? Or am I the other one who can sing?
I don't know.
Am I like
how down Jelly Roll is with the community? But it seems like he'd be down really well.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm. It's the same thing as like Mac Miller when he was alive.
Yeah.
A big friend of the community.
Big friend of the community.
But not. I can't imagine he'd be that knowledgeable of the community.
The world's so small, today it ain't.
Like it in. Yeah.
Right. Rest in peace, Mac Miller.
I'd put you on a Mac Miller level of knowledge. Because then it's like
Who's your favorite white rapper that's not Eminem?
Oh. Ooh. I'm gonna go with the pick here.
Go with the pick. Something
that a lot of people probably haven't heard of. Kill Bill the Rapper.
Okay. Yeah.
Kill Bill the Rapper and his buddy Rav.
I can live with
who are I'm almost fairly certain some mighty fine crackers.
They are both very white men.
Talented
men.
I love their groove, their funk. They don't really release that consistently anymore, but like, damn, they had a good stretch of like 2 albums. Absolutely kicked ass.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that was like I was like eating dinner the other day, right? And my dad, for context, is where I get all my color from. He's a darker individual and a funny guy. And I don't know how it just came about, but it's like that we started just talking like white nationalists, him and I. And then my mom's like, "Can you stop?" It's like, "Mama, you don't get it,
Nico.
You don't stop. You don't got color like us." It is really funny when we say this shit.
Let me go get some Hawaiian.
Like hearing my dad do like fake German. Top 10.
Uns eins der weiten
he repeats like one uncha over and over again. Oster Eisenson is what
Uncha, which your girlfriend was hot like me.
Oh, Uncha. Yeah, fantastic. But oh my god, damn, we really stacked up the screen.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah, apparently I'm Tyler the Creator.
Are you?
No.
Okay.
I don't like boys.
That was good, Antwan. That was a good joke. I don't want to let that joke be lost on the wayside. That was a good joke by Antwan there. Antwan Castoe, our producer. He's very funny.
Mark my words right now. That's going to be a short.
What? Just okay. Yeah. Oh, this is what we're doing now, huh? We're live calling shorts.
I'm calling the spots.
It's Kurtwood Smith going, oh, that's what we're doing now, huh?
Oh. Okay.
We're live calling shorts.
Okay, we're going live.
Oh, man. Okay.
Honestly, that's probably my favorite. Okay. We all have experience now editing videos.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
And since thank you, Antwan. Thank you
very much.
God bless you. Antwan. Since we have also dipped a toe into gaming, as I'm sure our 72 subscribers are well aware.
A lot of you like Dragon Ball. Okay.
You mean to tell me we are 72 Mexicans subscribed to us?
I love it.
Yeah. And live calling edits while we're actually playing the games, so fun. Almost as fun as playing the game itself.
I will say it's a little bit. I played it up a bit for when we were actually playing the game, but it is a little something when you're like, all right, 3 likes and we'll play Devil May Cry, and I'm like, no, like motherfucker, like
featuring Dante from Devil May Cry.
Like when you're like, all right, 2 likes and we'll play Persona 5, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, yeah,
you
probably.
Never see it coming.
I like Persona. I've never played Devil May Cry, but everything makes it seem like I would love it as a game.
Jackpot.
But it's like, I don't know. There was a point where it was like 2 hours into us recording when you were like, Mac, now do this. So I'm like, oh Jesus, like please
Again.
help me.
And again. And again.
I put an edit into the next Dragon Ball video that shows how I feel about it. Just Jordy's shouting, "Jordy's upset!" It made me laugh.
I don't believe it opens the door to some of the funniest edits that we've done.
Yeah.
Like, we live called the Jesus edit in the Kingdom Hearts video.
Yeah.
Top 10.
Oh.
No. The best edit that we've ever done.
I was like, it wasn't like an uncomfortable amount of work, but it was an amount of work to like,
Ooh.
Jesus picture and then like
wipe sweat off brow.
No, like cut out item, make it so that the font looks somewhat neat, whatever.
It was clean.
You and then put it in, and then like put the sound effect in, so it makes it seem like we actually did it.
Oh!
Yeah, it was like, and then it was like, oh man, like that was like some time for an edit that like would last for like a couple seconds, and then to hear you laugh about it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's worth it.
That's death cackle that it gave me. Yes.
Yeah, where I'm like, wow, he's silent. Did he really think that was so funny? And then it turns out your mic was peaking. So I just couldn't hear you laugh. It was good. It was real good.
Almost gagged myself to death there. I thank you.
Me 3.
Yeah, but this is a great time to be like, hey, everybody go watch the gaming videos. I think they're kind of cool. We put a lot of sweat into them. Also, while we got you here,
and supposedly if you say the thing pops up or something.
It'll pop out of the screen. You'll see it. It'll glow up for you. It's
like the damn video.
Like Jaws 18. Like
it. Tell every single one of your friends about it. Hit that subscribe. We're inching closer to 100 every day, baby.
It turns out a lot of you have watched the Sparking Zero video. A lot of you like Dragon Ball. Listen, I think we're gonna keep doing something.
We're gonna keep giving you what you want.
However, just tell your friends about it. Show us around because I think we're pretty all right. And according to that one Yakubian in Milwaukee, we're pretty all right.
Yeah.
So,
hey, if the average Milwaukee man thinks that we're cool, you'll probably think we're cool too.
Oh,
because Milwaukeeans are chill as hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, tight. Mac and I gotta go invade a Casey's Pizza now, so we're gonna leave you on Mac playing the recorder. Never mind, fuck, Mac, I said recorder.
Oh, shit.